Hello, and welcome to another video. And today I'm going to be doing a 2020 presidential election prediction. Bernie Sanders versus Donald Trump. So last time, I think I gave Bernie Sanders 325 electoral votes, but I think this time it's going to narrow down. So we'll start off with the safe states. So every single state that's a toss-up will be a state that's going to go by under 15%. So there are a lot of toss-ups. So Montana's going to be a toss-up because of Bernie Sanders' Midwestern appeal. So Texas is a toss-up. Colorado, Arizona, Nevada. But the West Coast is not toss-up because states are very progressive. So I think that they'll go to Sanders by a large margin, like they did for him in the primaries. So Missouri's gonna narrow down. Same thing with Indiana and Ohio. And Nebraska. I'm gonna leave only one congressional district toss-up. And Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Rust Belt pretty much would go as a toss-up. But I'm just gonna make safe and toss-up for now, just because more fast. But I think that Alabama, Tennessee, and Kentucky, and Wyoming, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, and Florida, all of these are toss-ups. New York, Vermont, these won't be toss-ups. And now I think that means first congressional district is safe, the second is toss-up, and at large is also toss-up. So we have Sanders with 183 electoral votes and Trump at 59. But that's just because Bernie Sanders takes away some votes. But Montana is likely. We know some likely states. Sanders gets a lot of the southern states because he has a lot of an appeal to the coal voters. And even in Alabama, he's able to get there and he can get, I think, a lot of minorities to come out. And Minnesota is going to be likely. Same thing with New Mexico, Colorado, and Virginia. New Hampshire is also going to be likely. Same thing with Maine at large. And that's pretty much the likely states. And now I'm going to go in to talk about the leaning states. Also Indiana is likely. And a leaning state, I think, is Arizona. So there's going to be a lot of Latino population in 2020, but it's not going to flip in 2020. Not yet. Trump is going to win this really narrowly. So I'm putting it in the lean column. There should really be tilt in the presidential election map. If it was, then I would put Arizona as tilt. And Nevada would be a leaning state because it went to Clinton by 3 points. And Sanders is a better candidate than Hillary Clinton. So he would be able to get more Latino voters. And he would be able to get more voters that were against Clinton and voted for him. So I think now that I'm comfortable enough calling Michigan for Sanders. So I think this because this went in by the least. It's pretty much ignoring Michigan. He knows it's a lost cause, and his disapproval rating is enormous, and his approval rating is really low. So even though that isn't an approval ratings aren't an accurate indication who win the election, I think that Michigan's just not liking, like Trump. So now I'm gonna give Nebraska and Maine to like Trump. So Nebraska, it was a likely state in 2016, and since it's a likely state, it's a pretty big margin. And Trump also won in Nebraska, so Trump has more of an appeal to Nebraska voters, and he's more popular there. So he could totally win it. And I mean, this wins him by 10 points. And the Senate race is, I think, gonna go to the not the Senate race, the House race in that district is probably gonna go to the Republicans. And I think with all of that, even though Sanders really is popular there, it's gonna stay with Donald Trump. And I think that Georgia is a top, that is a leading state, and because of African American turnout, but not enough, because Sanders isn't the most appealing to African Americans. Joe Biden would be able to flip Georgia, but he's not on the tickets, and a lot of Joe Biden voters wouldn't vote for Sanders. It would be kind of like a split in Pennsylvania. And North Carolina, this one's also gonna go to Donald Trump because this went out pretty well. He did pretty good in North Carolina, and even though minority turnout could get higher, no, it won't get that higher because Hillary Clinton has more of an appeal to minorities than Bernie Sanders. Even though Sanders is really tries to get the base, it really does do things that should be appealing to minorities. He isn't well known and liked there. So now we have 207 for Donald Trump and 248 for Bernie Sanders. And I think that because Trump's higher approval ratings and still high approval rating in Florida, he's gonna win here. So he's doing very good in Florida, and he's gonna boost, and he's really boosting Republican candidates. Well, not in the governorship, but it did narrow. But Rick Scott, Trump's campaign there a lot, and Florida is pretty happy with Trump's work. They really like everything that Trump's been doing. And if Trump keeps on pleasing Florida voters, and he has 44% approval rating, and the Real Clear Politics average, he could do very good in Florida. But I'm gonna leave it as a leading state. And I think that Iowa and Ohio will go to Donald Trump. I think this because since Trump won these by 8 and 9 points, it's going to be very hard to flip it. It could still happen, and since Sanders is really popular in the East, well, not as much in Ohio, I think that Trump is more popular in Ohio than Sanders, and they'll get more votes. So I think that Ohio is gonna go. But Iowa, Sanders is very popular there. But there is kind of like a 50-50 split between Clinton voters that would be kind of turned off and might not vote at all, and the Sanders voters. So I think that split might not be that much, maybe like 8% or 5%, something like that. But it's going to be effective. And now Trump took a lead. But it's going to be very hard for Trump to take any of these states. Wisconsin and Pennsylvania they're in Sanders' favor. And let me just call Pennsylvania for Sanders. So, even though this went to Trump the most by vote, not by percentage, it doesn't really matter. Because even though Joe Biden's like splitting it, and they don't have like that much of a choice, but they won't come out to vote. But even if they didn't, Sanders is still gonna win. I think that Trump's best bet would be to try and take Wisconsin, but it would be a kind of weak argument if I gave Wisconsin to Trump. So for now, Sanders wins, but Trump has some other ways to get to the White House, and I think that he could get to the White House. He doesn't have a very good chance, and this is a pretty beneficial map to Sanders, but Trump can always carry Nevada and New Hampshire and win the election. But that's not that likely. So this is the final electoral map. We have 278 for Bernie Sanders and 260 for Donald Trump. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!